So, fresh from the postman and from Hobbyking International Warehouse, we have arrived this morning the firstar 200. Now it's down on the Hobbyking site as being just the firstar 200, but it's actually made apparently by a company called Volantex RC. Looks like there are several different versions. According to the box, there's a 3-channel, 4-channel, a brushed ready to fly, a brushless ready to fly, a brushless plug and play, and then a kit. This is the plug and play. It's the only one that Hobbyking sell at the moment at the time of this video, but obviously they may start stocking some more. Plane itself looks really nice. It's like a little mini Bixler, and the reason I got it is I wanted a nice small FPV park flyer. Talking dimensions, it has length 536, width wingspan 758, and the height is 140 on that. When we pull it out, I've got a couple of planes here. I can show you a comparison as to how big that is. Nicely boxed and nicely packaged. When we open it up, we've got the stickers or the decals there. The manual, it's a black and white manual on this. Pretty basic because it's not a great deal to do on this plane. So kit contents, obviously with this one you don't get the transmitter, but basically it's a case of screw the horizontal stabilizer or the elevator on the back, single screw in that as you'll see, connect up the control rods for that, hook on the main wing, slide that through, connect up the two horns on there, and then that's pretty much it. So I think if this takes more than sort of 20 minutes, half an hour to put together, then something's going slightly awry. C of G settings, as you can see there, so 40mm plus or minus 5mm by the looks of it from the root of the wing. Where it meets the fuselage in there. The rest of the manual talks about the battery charger and the transmitter, which obviously is not included in here, so we can kind of ignore that, and then just some usual stuff about how to take off, how to fly, and some safety flight warnings. That's the manual. Delve into the box, so flat with bubble wrap out of the way. The main wing, so we've got a carbon spar, or it could be a fiberglass, but there's a strengthening spar of some sort which runs for 3/4 of the length of the wing. Both the ailerons have got, again, a nice carbon or fiberglass rod to stiffen those up nicely. Part of the control horns look like it's already installed in the wings, as you can see there. I think you just screw the vertical piece onto that and then connect the linkages up. Foam looks really nice. It's nice and stiff with the carbon rod on there. That's the main wing. Horizontal stabilizer, again there's this single screw hole in there. Again, it's got a carbon spar or a spar of some sort, so it could be carbon, could be fiberglass, in the main stabilizer. Nothing in the actual elevator itself. Foam moulded hinges on there, probably just cut those out and put some tape because it does feel pretty stiff, and it's just got basic servos, so give it a bit of an easier life to cut those bits of foam out and put a nice a taped hinge in there to make it more flexible. Same as the wings, by the way, as well. They've just got a foam hinge on there, and again it does feel quite stiff, so those 4 little 9-gram or 5-gram servos are really going to be working hard on that. This is the main fuselage piece, as you can see. Wing just slides in at the front, and again the elevator looks like it just screws in. I have to look at the manual for that. All the horns are pre-installed. You can see the one there for the horizontal, and there's the one for the rudder. And then the aileron, in there you can see it's a standard single servo for the ailerons. The motor is marked as a 2208 4000 kV motor, which obviously set up for a 2-cell, mounted on there, and the prop, it looks to be a 4x5, but I could be wrong. I haven't checked in the manual on that. The hatch magnetic, so there's a magnet in the back and then there's this little kind of clip that clips under the front, which is quite nice. It's pretty firm. Speed controller pre-installed. It's got a JST connector on there, and the two servos. Interesting, the two servos haven't got screws in them. I'm hoping that there are some screws in the bag. If not, I've got some off some old 9-gram servos, but be aware of that. You really want to screw those in, so just check that on yours as and when you get it. Speed controller is marked. I haven't looked and seen what it is. Let's just have a quick look, see what the spec is on that. So it's a try and get the phone to focus. Well, they're calling it an EP10, so I'm guessing that's 10 amp brushless speed controller in there. Again, Volantex branded. As I say, JST connection on there. Battery hatch looks reasonably. Battery compartment looks reasonably cavernous. There's Velcro in the bottom there. You get both the male and the female Velcro, the hook and the loop. So sticky backed. So that's quite nice to be able to just literally whack your battery in there. Then also the only last thing that comes in the box is a bag of bits, the usual free screwdriver, and then the control horns you can see here. They just screw onto the mountings that are already pre-mounted into the ailerons and the elevator control surfaces, as I showed you earlier. They just seem to mount on. You do get some spare servo horns. I assume that's if you want more throw and make it a little bit more lively. And so I'm hoping in there is a couple of screws for those two other servos, but we'll have to see when we get it bagged up. So that's the plane itself. Just as a kind of size comparison, I've got here the Hobbyking Dragonfly, which is I guess a kind of similar kind of pusher style plane. This one's one that so I used previously as a park flyer, as a little kind of pusher plane. Very, very cheap. Just to put the wing up against this, so as you can see, it's about, well, it's about an inch or so shorter, I think, the wing wise than the Dragonfly. As a comparison, lengthwise, it's a lot smaller than the Dragonfly. You can see that. It's a lot smaller lengthwise than the Dragonfly, so it's going to be a smaller plane. I haven't decided what to do about batteries yet. I haven't actually got any real biggish kind of 2 cells. Most of mine are sort of little 400, 500 milliamps. So I'll try that, see how it balances out with the centre of gravity, and then maybe have to get something bigger. Certainly if we're going to power an FPV transmitter and a camera on that. All in all, looks really nice, nicely finished, nice model. I love the size. I think the size is awesome. It's going to be one of those things that I'll just kind of keep in the back of the car and grab out and just have a chuck. So yeah, really pleased, and hopefully if the weather's good, we'll get to do a flight at the weekend, and I'll try and stick a video up to show you. But yeah, first impressions very good of the Firstar 200 from Hobbyking. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to start to try and post some more videos, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks.